Good morning, friends. I am Abaraku Chechi by name, the CEO of Yukan Farms, Port Harcourt, Rivers State, Nigeria. As you know, I told you in our last class that we will be talking about skin diseases in pigs, and on a second thought, I also included internal parasites because they go hand in glove. Now I will take internal parasites first. What are internal parasites? Internal parasites are those things that affect the pigs internally. Example is like roundworms. These are one of the major factors that hampers on the growth of the animals, and this can make you to waste great fund on them, because if you don't have the knowledge of these worms, one, in finishers I mean are pigs you are trying to make them to gain weight so that you can send them to the market, it will make them, they won't gain weight as it's supposed to be, and your first hand knowledge in them will give you a great advantage and will save you a great deal. Worms could be likened to be those things that affect the pigs internally. They can cause diarrhea in young pigs of about 2 months to 5 months. They will make them, they will stooling, and you know when a pig is stooling, to gain weight will be very difficult. That apart, it can also lead to affect the lungs, because when those worms at their early stage, they live on the liver or at the liver of that animal. It will make the liver to grow up something that is, to have a button kind of that is whitish, and this can lead to death of that animal. While at their later stage, they could be found at the intestine, and this affects human when they consumed. Now, how can you treat it? You can treat it when you find out that this pig is having such problem. You can inject ivermectin according to the weight of that pig. If they are piglets, you can give 0.5 ml. But if they are finished pigs, I mean grown-up pigs, adults, you can give from 2 ml and above, depending on the situation. Now, we come down to skin diseases. What are skin diseases? Skin diseases are those things that affect the pigs on the skin, externally, outside the body of those pigs. Number one, we take on mange. What are mange? Mange are small kind of animals or insects or whatever you may call it, but they are very tiny. You can't see them, barely. They try to bore a hole on the body of the pigs, and that makes the pigs to go and start scratching themselves on the wall or on the ground. By then they create lesion, they can create wounds on their body. From there, infection might set in. And what causes it? They call it mites. Mites are those organisms that cause mange. What can you use to treat them? It boils down in 2 ways, because you know, of course, once they are infected, usually this infection comes, one, it starts from the head, the ears, it will go to the tail, it will go to the legs before it affects the whole body. And it can also cause death in them. So therefore, when you notice it, remember that I said they cause lesion, they cause tearing of the skin, because when they go to the wall and start itching themselves, you find out that they will have wounds. And when they have wounds, now, antibiotic must be involved in their treatment, not just the antifungal or whatever that you use to destroy that organism, because you must give antibiotics so that in case there are secondary infections that have set in, then you'll be able to curb it. Again, to be able to treat it, you must wash their pen. How do you do that? You can use caustic soda. All of us know that caustic soda are used in production of soaps and detergents. You can use detergent spray in that pen, wash it, leave it for about 2 to 3 days. Then you wash it very well. Also, you can involve what we call hypo and all that. Now, in the drug you use in treating mange, I mean those ones caused by mites, that is when you observe the pig, you see the pig going to the wall to inch themselves. They will be itching themselves, both small and big. And that will make fly to come in. The drugs you use to treat them is that most of those things are susceptible to ivermectin. And you use the penicillin group, like pen strep injection, penicillin streptomycin injection. According to the age of that pig and the weight, that determines the meals you will use. If they are piglets, you can use 0.5 of each. 0.5 ml of ivermectin and 0.5 ml of penicillin, streptomycin penicillin. That will help you to curb that problem. Also, there are infections, skin infections like lice and ticks. Those ones also cannot be overemphasized. You will understand that the tick takes away their blood and it makes them, they don't put up weight. It makes them, they are not happy, they are always discomforted, as in their well-being is not okay and cool for them. It will disturb them, it will make them to also create wound. And what are the medications you use for that? The same medication you use for binge, that is what is used for that lice and tick. Now I come to the big one, and that big one is in this one. Now people always think that when that infection sets in, they think it's ASF, I mean African swine fever, because they have similar symptoms, you know. And when you see it, you will understand that everybody will just say this is swine fever. No, they call it diamond skin infection in pigs, or erysipelas. This thing, they create a kind of reddish patches on the pigs. Reddish patches on the pigs. Therefore, making them to have a diamond shape. That is why it's called diamond skin infection. And most times, what causes it is when the pigs go to dirty places, and maybe the pens are dirty. That can cause it. Now, why do people always think that erysipelas or diamond skin infection is the same thing as swine fever or equivalent to swine fever? Is because one, we all know that African swine fever comes with high temperature. It comes with the refusal of eating and vomiting, abortion. The same thing that swine fever causes also are the same things that erysipelas or diamond skin disease cause. That is why anytime you notice such problem, anytime you notice that this pig is having a kind of patch that is reddish and or that is purple in color, that is affecting the pig is not eating, is in one place, is shaking, shivering, what do you do first? One, you will give multivitamin, iron and multivitamin. I'm giving you the medication, iron and multivitamin. Now, you will give penicillin group antibiotic like pen strep. Again, you will give ivermectin. When you do that, you watch the pigs. After like 2 to 3, 4 days or 5 days or 1 week to 2 weeks, you repeat the same medication. Over time, you will find out that they will begin to get well. Those patches will start disappearing. But at the tail end, if not treated, those patches will turn to black and the pig might even die in the process. So therefore, close observation to your animals, very important. It's not good, it's not only just to go and pour food for them and go away. No, when you pour the food, or sometimes try to move around the pen and watch them, see them, look them, check if whether they are itching themselves on the wall or whatever. If you notice any pen that is, most of the pigs there are itching themselves and so on, you just go direct and give the medication. Thank you till I come your way next time. God bless you.